Okay, testing. Okay, Assalamualaikum and good day. In this video, what we will do is that we will do a few tasks. So task 1, task 2 and task 3. So we will use this what do you call it, Lagrange interpolation to find the equation that interpolates all these points. Actually no need for us to remember. If you can find the pattern, if you redo it will be easy for us to do that. And then task 4 and task 5, it's regarding Hermite curve, Hermite interpolation curve. Okay, task 1, given 2 points 0 0 1 2 and given t 0 2. So if you remember, if you look at the notes, this one is what h0 p0 plus h1 p1. So and then we will plot this one given 2 points. Okay, the first thing is the points. The points, so you are given the control point, so I just give p0, or I will use capital p0 equals to 0 0. Okay, and then p1 equals to 1 semicolon 2. Okay, and then just for the sake of later on I want to plot it more beautiful. I want to have a circle at those p0 and p1, so I put x equals to the first point p0 1 comma p1 1. This is actually indexing, the one that you learned in MATLAB video before, and that's for x. So I will just copy paste this one for y. If I'm moving too fast, this is video, you can always rewind and you can always watch my video. p1 p0 2 p1 2. Okay, so we have that. That is for control points. And then for t, so t here, t over here, so we have t0 t0 equals to 0 because it's given there, right? It's given there. And then t1 equals to 2. It's given there, t from 0 to 2. Okay, and we need to come up with t. T is maybe I use from t0, sorry, from t0 until t2 with the increment of 0.1. I can actually change the 0.1 0.01. It's just an increment. This one you learn in MATLAB video, right? MATLAB on ramp. Okay, from t0 until t1. Okay, from t0 until t1. So you have your t. Okay, and then we have L0. L0. Okay, if you check back in the note, so L0 is t t minus t, which is not t0, so t minus t1, t minus t1 over over t0 minus t1, t0 minus t1. Okay, so that's it for L0. And then L1 equals to t minus the t which is not 1, so t minus t0 over t1 itself, t1 minus t0, minus t0. Okay, you should just need to have L0 and L1, and then equation, the P equals to L0, sorry, L0 P0, L0 times P0 plus L1 times P1. Okay, let's just run first. If there is any wrong here, okay, there's something wrong. Incorrect dimension. What is it actually? Because the size of matrix does not agree. So what you can do to solve this is by putting dot here and by putting dot here. So I believe there will be nothing wrong by doing that. Yeah, okay, no error message pop out. And then we want to plot P, the first row, all the column, comma P, the second row, okay, and then comma, I want it to be in blue, so I put P, and then I want the dot, red dot, on the final curve, on the final one, which is X and Y, and then it should be a red circle. Okay, red circle. Should I run so I will run this section. Why is that? Plot. Oh, because P should be a small small letter. Okay, so the plot is there. So you can actually change this control points. So here you see this one red 0 0 and this one 1 2. So if let's say I change this one, there's not much different will happen to the dimension, to the axis of the graph. But now 1 2, but if I change this one, for example 5 2, and if we run that section, it's look the same, but actually the coordinate is different. It's look the same. It's actually it's different. It's different. Just the axis, and we call it axis auto. It will remain like that. Okay, so that's how we solve task number 1. This is Lagrange interpolynomial, just a straight line. So if we look back, it is actually equation t, just t, y equals to mx plus c, or here y equals to ax plus b, or at plus b. So that is just that. But then when we move up to 3 points, so instead of writing it back, so I will just copy paste and just add the points. It will be easier for us. So given 3 points, so I want to have 3 points, so I will just 0 0 1 2. Just look at the pattern actually, and then we have the third point, which is equals to 3 3 3 comma, so not 3 comma 3 3. Okay, this one P1, so I need to add another point. Oh, sorry. Okay, P2 1, and then comma P2 2. Just look at the pattern. Okay, T naught. Okay, T is 0 2 3, so T naught T1, and you need to have T2. T2 equals to 3, and T1 equals to 2. Okay, that's correct. And T is from T0 to T2, because N by T2. Okay, and then T2. Okay. Okay, so now L0. Let's delete this. I just want to delete L0 first. I delete this one. I delete this one. So what is L0? T minus something which is not T0. So you have here T0, T1, and T2. So T minus something which is not T0, which is T minus T1, multiply with T minus T2. So T minus something which is not T0. Okay. And then I put a bracket to it. over divide by I just copy paste, and then T0 minus T1, T0 minus T2. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Okay, and then for the one here, okay, T minus something which is not T1. So there are T0, T1 and T2. So the rest which is not T1 is T0 and T2. Okay, copy paste this, comma, Ctrl V, T1 minus T0, T1 minus T2, semicolon, and then finally for L2, T minus something which is not T2, so T0 and T1, T0 and T1, T0 and T1, and then this T is must be T2, T2 minus T1, T0, T0, and then this one you need to add another one, L2 times P2. The rest no need for you to change, it's actually the same. And if I just want to delete this one first, I can delete. Oh, never mind. So I just run this section. So I run this part. Oh, something wrong with multiplication. Don't worry. Okay, so this one we need to put dot. 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 We need to put dot over here. Run again. Okay, so that will give us this parabolic. So instead of having a straight line, because we have 3 points, so to interpolate all the points, it should give us more curvy, should I say. Okay, but let's change the control points. Let's say 3, 2. You can play with the points. Okay, so that's the curve, and you can change any part that you want. Okay, and then this task for this one, you know what, this one I will not show you try this one, this one, please try. You just copy pasting, just follow the steps, T minus something, and it's actually if you can see the pattern, and that's nothing much. Please try, I'm not showing you this. Okay, and then task 4, plot Hermite curve. So these are Hermite curve. So we need to plot Hermite curve with a given control point like this, P0, P0 T, okay, P1, given P1, and then P1 T, given P1 T. Okay, so let's have that. Why not we just use this one with a little bit of change, because I don't want to rewrite everything. So we have P0 is 0 0, and we have P0 T, which is 0 1, and then we have P1 is 2 0, and we have P1 T, which is 1 negative 1, 1 negative 1, and then H0 so we need to write this h naught. Okay, for this, before that, we will just use the one here to plot x and y to look at the control points. Okay, so that's for control points. And then for h naught t, yeah? So h naught, before we write h naught, we need to define t equals to 0 with the increment of 0.1 until 1, and then h naught equals to 2t, I cannot write it, 2t to the power of 3 minus 3t to the 3t square plus 1. There's something wrong here. We need to multiply, and for t you need to have this dot. 3 multiply, and t you need to have this dot. Okay, there is h naught. Okay, and then h naught t, we use capital H naught t, right? So h naught t equals to t to the power of 3 minus 2 times t to the power of 2 plus t. Okay, and then h1 equals to negative 2 multiply with t to the power of 3 plus 3 times t to the power of 2. We'll have dot here, we'll have dot here, we'll have dot here. Okay, that's it. And then finally h1 t equals to t to the power of 3 minus t to the power of 2. Just double check from here and here. It's look correct. Might be wrong, might be correct. Mistake can happen. It's look okay. It's look okay to me. And then the equation. Okay, so I just copy paste from here lah. I just copy paste from here. Okay, P equals to H naught P naught. So I just put H naught times P naught, and then this one H naught T times P naught T, okay, plus H1 times P1 plus H1 T plus P1T. Okay, I think that's it. And then we want to plot. For this I will just use this. We can use the same thing. No need for us to write. If I run this section, okay, so these are the curve. So these are the first point P0, and it is P1. So tangent vector we cannot show that because it's actually a vector, it's not a control point, so no need for us to show P0T and P1T. But actually you can draw. So what I can say that P0T pointing up and P1T pointing somewhat down, but a little bit right. Okay, so that's how we plot this. Okay, now if let's say we want to plot by using matrices like this, so we will use the same thing, but some change in the equation. So we still have the same control points, but before that you can play around with this one in such a way you will get a different curve. Okay, now this one no change in the control points, so we would like to change this here, the matrix T. Okay, so for this I just delete this one so that T will remain T, T will remain T, but now we will have this matrix T. So I just put capital T is T cube. This should be like this. T to the power of 3, comma. It's not comma because I need to put like this. T to the power of 2. T before I put comment here, control R, or you put comment. T to the power of 2, and then T, and then 1. 1. So you cannot just put 1 here, but you need to put this special matrix ones. Ones with the size of T, with the dimension of T. Okay, so let's run this part, and I remove this one. It's actually I want to see what is the size of it. Alamak, what happened? T cube T1 to the size of T. Okay, because I need to put like this also. I need to put like this. Okay, if I run, okay, so it will give us a 4 times 11 matrix. Okay, that's T, so which is actually this, and then this one. So I give that name H, capital H. H is equals to matrix 4 by 4. So 2, 1, negative 2, 1, and then next row, negative 3, negative 2, 3, negative 1. Next row, 0, 1, 0, 0. Next row, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so we have 2, 1. I should double check. 2, 1, negative 2, 1, negative 3, negative 2, 3, negative 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, and 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay, that's it for H. I just want to remove this, such a look later on. And then I have this matrix. I call it P lah. P. Later on, I'll give name to the curve lah. I will give different names in MATLAB. It's somewhat important to have. Never mind. I put P. So P. Okay, guys. For this, what I did. So this, for this, because we need to differentiate between X component and Y component. Okay, so for this, I'll make some changes. Maybe I put different names: data X and data Y. So data X consists of P0 X, P0 TX, P1X, and P1 TX. Or if I write here, it should be P0 number 1. Number 1 is the X data. P0 T number 1. Okay, comma P1, the first data, and then P1 T, the first data also. Okay, so I just do like that because I want to see the data. I put comment here first. Okay, I run first. Okay, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. Oh, sorry, this one is not 1. You need to change 1 into 2. Okay, so now P, so P should be okay, so P here, okay, so for multiplication, P x, so you need to do Px equals to T times H times data x. Okay, I just do this one first lah, and then I believe this one is still wrong, but then later on we try to solve based on the error. So I run this. Okay, something wrong, we cannot do this. Incorrect dimension for matrix multiplication. Okay, now try to understand matrix. Okay, T is matrix 4 times 11 and H is 4 by 4. So 4 times 11 times 4 by 4. So we cannot do that. If we remember, right? 4 times 11, 4 times 4. So we cannot multiply. So if you want to multiply matrix, this 11 must be equals to this. So what we can do is that T, we transpose T. Transpose. So I heard you understand now what's the meaning of transpose. Transpose. Matrix become column, column become row, row become column, column become row. So we do that. We try run first. Still wrong. Okay, 11 times 4 times 4 by 4, that one is now is correct already, but then this one is 1 by 4. 1 by 4, so you need to transpose this also. We run. Okay, now no error message now. Okay, so we can understand that that one is correct. So Px is correct, Py is correct. So now I change this one into y data for y. So data y, and then I didn't need to have this. Control U, this one if Control T if you want to remove the comment. So this one, instead of having P1, we put this one Px, this one Py, and then the rest is same. The rest is just same. So we will run. Okay, now we check. If you look at this, now we plot this Hermite curve by using matrix, and this one we plot Hermite curve by using equation. We have the same points over here, so we should expect that we will get the same curve. And yes, if we look at this, this one for task number 3 and this one for task number 4, so it's actually the same thing. So we can use both, but for me I prefer to use matrix lah. Easy to write also. Easy to write instead of having write this all equation. So I prefer to write like this. Okay, so I think that's it. Feel free to ask me if you can't understand anything. Okay, thank you.